I like the music in this game.
This game has good music.
It does.
Just this dungeon has good music compared to other Final Dungeons, I believe.
Final Fantasy VIII has really good Final Dungeon music. I can't think of anything else at the moment.
I think
Final
5 through
2.
8 all had good music.
2 has good Final Dungeon music.
Yeah, that's... Oh, Final Fantasy III is really good Final Dungeon music. Landworm. Like, where else is it gonna be?
The airworm, you don't know about that?
The space worm.
I think that was a movie.
Empire Strikes Back.
He was more of an asteroid worm, I think.
Well, he was still in space. Use float.
I mean, technically, like, a worm on Earth would still be in space, too.
What?
Technically, a worm on Earth would be in space.
No,
as well.
it wouldn't be in space because it's on Earth.
Well,
That's a
Earth is in
definition.
space.
No, there's a separation between space and not space. If you're on Earth, you're not in space. If you're on a planet, you're not on space. If you're in an atmosphere, you're not in space.
Obviously, they haven't taught you very much.
I'll talk an astrologist about this. Or wait, no, not
Astrophysicist.
Yeah, astrologist will just tell me, like, what my sign's gonna be
What
if I'm
your
gonna
sign
meet a
is.
girl or something.
Yeah, the astrologist would tell you that something about cancer.
Yeah, it would tell me a Chinese thing, and then my lucky numbers, and how to say chop suey in Chinese or something.
It's a secret that you must know.
Woo!
We got the Rainbow Brush.
Rainbow
Bush.
Brish?
You can have a happy little bush over in the corner someplace.
Oh.
Now, you don't like my Bob Ross?
Is that what you
Meanwhile-
call it? You call it your Bob Ross?
Yeah.
Vector.
Oh.
Vectoire. Oh, this is the
Vector.
one. There's actually 4 of them hidden there.
Doesn't really matter, honestly. Vector
Well-
is having a very short life at this moment.
How come you haven't been doing that the entire time?
Yeah, I kind of want to have some semblance of fairness and challenge.
But I died that one time. I mean, yeah, you have your fairness and challenge, but I was dead. I went to hell. I saw things that you would not believe.
You lived.
I know, but still, I saw those things. And, you know, they're there in my memory. It's not going away.
There's still time. You can still stop being a walkthrough writer. You can still be saved.
I'm not a walkthrough writer anymore.
No, I guess some sins cannot be washed away.
Not really. When I told the priest about it, he just, like... Well, first thing he said is, "Aren't you Jewish?" And then I laughed.
It was an awkward time for all.
Yes. Sometimes you just forget, you know? Dun, 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 dun.
Here's a dragon.
He's a skull drug.
Dragon.
Drugan.
He's like a brush.
The Drugbush. Oh god, I have 11 seconds to live.
The vowels are expendable.
8. Oh no. Here it comes. Oh no.
The dancing. The party starts again.
Tell my loved
Party.
Tell
Yeah.
my loved ones that I love them. 4.
You're just...
3. Oh god. This is it. 2. Oh, what, you gotta use all 1? No. Oh no.
You lived.
I do? Alright, cool. Well, man, that was so close.
The skull dragon was so wimpy that he died before the counter at 0.
No, it's just because our ultimates were that awesome. Defeated all 8. The dragon seal broken. That doesn't do anything in this game, does it?
You get the Crusader.
Oh.
Oh,
But if it was the
Crusader,
advanced version, we'd be getting...
So it doesn't do anything.
We'd be going to that super cool dungeon. Dragon's Den.
So Crusader's the worst Esper in this game.
I think you should use it just for shits and giggles.
It teaches you Meteor, though. And Merton. Merton. Who's Merton? What's Merton a bad translation? Oh, that's Meltdown.
Yeah, it is Meltdown.
I remember that from the video with whatever his name is. And Hermaphite? Hermaphrodite?
Oh god.
Indeed.
Indeed. Some cat scratch fever.
At least it's better than a Dance Fever.
Dance Dance Revolution.
It was not much revolving going on. It was actually a lot of revolving. Never mind, I take it back.
Yeah. So, I remembered in an earlier video, someone complained we talked about Pokemon too much and not enough about Final Fantasy. So, Final Fantasy. I did it.
So despite them, you're just going to talk about Pokemon for the next 7 minutes?
No. But I could say that one guy kind of looks like Machamp. And the other guy...
That's what I thought you would do.
Doesn't look anything like any Pokemon character ever.
You mean there hasn't been a samurai Pokemon by now?
There might be,
sure
but
is.
I don't know. Oh god, they killed Elijah.
I mean, they've had Flounder Pokemon and
they've had a Jackie Chan Pokemon.
they've had several martial artist Pokemon.
They've had a Mexican hat Pokemon.
Yes.
Oh no!
Everyone was confused when that happened.
We're going.
Goodbye, Cruel World.
Yeah, like we were saying earlier, the actual challenge of Final Fantasy VI is play the game without breaking it.
I think we should do Final Fantasy Tactics next in the same vein of trying to play the game without breaking it.
Oh, that's impossible. Final Fantasy Tactics. It's harder than Final Fantasy VI.
Yes, because you get given Thunder God Sid and he's just broken one character.
It's like with 6, at least, like, you know, you have to kind of try, almost. Like, you actually have to work for it. They don't even really, the tactics they give you Orlando.
Why not try playing Final Fantasy VIII without breaking it? That would be a true challenge.
That's impossible too.
Yeah, but that's because it's slightly different in the sense that you're expected to break 8. If you don't break 8, you can't finish the game.
Yeah. It's too hard. Like it's set up in such a way that you have to break the game, otherwise it's too hard.
Whereas Tactics is sort of like, well, you played through 3.5 chapters and we're sorry for how much pain and suffering we've put you through. Here's Thunder God Sid as a recompense. Now enjoy the rest of the easy part of the game.
Yeah, basically. What I always love is that Thunder God Sid is so amazing that you get a character later on who has his skills, but like he has all the skills and Milia Duel has only some of his skills. He's so good that characters you get later on are worse than him. Also, God, this party's terrible.
Shadow. Yeah, but I think that's because you're not playing. You're supposed to have Shadow throwing everything at this time right now, and saving your ultimate spells for later on.
Yeah, I mean it's probably
but
true.
Again, I think, and I know, you guys love him, but I think this was a very bad mistake, bringing Strago along. The guy is useless.
This LP has just been one long string of mistakes, so...
Yeah, I can see that.
Entertaining.
I can hardly agree with that statement.
Agree or disagree?
Alright. Now we're back for this party.
Yeah. Let's do the time warp again! Oh my god, Drake, I love you. I know. so what is
Thank
that
you, Han
supposed
Solo.
to be? Is that like Scully and that's like a cleaning thing, I think? I don't know. So it's a
It's a
cleaning
cleaning lady.
robot with bloody radioactive beams. Like, I don't think that's all that safe.
It rose up against its master.
Well, it's,
And
kill
it
off
has
the
missile launchers. Like, who equips a cleaning robot?
Kefka. Well,
with
for those really
missile
stuck
launchers.
on stains, of course.
Clearly your house is really dirty. You just don't understand what makes the clean house.
But at this point, nothing's gonna fix it. Let's nuke the bitch.
Well, there's nothing left to clean if there's no house.
Perfect reasoning and logic.
And let's not forget that these machines were created by Kefka.
Good
Do we
point.
really want to try and get into the logic of that?
Hey, someone's got to keep his tower clean.
Yeah.
We've
And
been
now we have to
waiting a
fight the
year for
Enoch.
the party.
The Enoch. Sometimes I wonder what Ted Boozy was going for with these names.
I don't even know. I just presume copious amounts of drugs.
Sabin, after years of torment and death, has finally turned against the party.
Yes. he has.
And then
his
a
brain
confusion,
has
he'll
turned
go and
to
use Bum Rush on himself.
Like death takes a lot out of a man.
And now, we go forth to fight the Guardian.
It's the Guardian.
Oh.
That was supposed to be from
Yeah, the Guardian.
Are we sure this isn't just another cleaning robot?
Yeah, he converted the Guardian into another cleaning bot.
I feel like the sprite is from a different game. It doesn't
It
really
yeah,
match
the
Final
art
Fantasy
style
VI.
seems different.
Probably lifted it from some other game, because Guardian is so very much a filler boss.
Yeah. To be fair,
So what he does-
half the mini-bosses in Kefka's tower are...
Yeah.
There was one in Party 3, which I just completely forgot about, but when Party 3 comes up, we'll talk about it then. But
Did you forget the last dragon?
no, of course I fought the Lost Dragon. They're not very hard to miss, because they just sit there and
They just chill.
think about
Yeah,
philosophy. I don't know
they're
how to do it.
just sitting there being, "Raw, I'm a dragon," until you get close to them and it turns out they're fine.
Rah, I'm a dragon. Let's wait until, like, my natural enemy, which is adventurers, to come along.
Well, there was like an Earth Dragon who wanted to go into career theater until we went and killed him.
Well, maybe he just really loved his theater. Like,
So,
He wanted to be Prince
you just
Waltz.
can't take that away from him. Like,
He was very upset over
So
the
what-
ending of Maria and Draco.
he was supposed to steal away Maria. In the end, Maria gets married to the Earth Dragon.
yes.
Maria marries that octopus? That's so sick!
Then they have half dragon babies. Oh, obviously.
Well, hey, if a donkey and a dragon can have babies, why not a dragon and a human?
Well, in D&D, pretty much everything can get with a dragon.
I'm disturbed.
Good, that we're doing our job.
Yes. Like, isn't that the point?
If I have a catchphrase these days, it's if I'm not disturbing you, I'm not doing it right.
Yeah.
I don't know
pretty
what
much.
it is yet, but I'm not clearly not doing it right.
Maybe it's better that we don't know what it is.
Tex,
I'm
do you know what it
presuming
is?
involves, like,
Edgar.
yeah,
Getting
Edgar and
closer.
the thing underneath his castle.
Oh god, not
Sabin?
that sick. Heck, how do you know what that is under his castle?
Oh,